Welcome to Negril, a place that allows me to be at ease, wild, free. The breeze, the deep blues, the tempo, the heat, the heart of the culture greets me the same way each time my feet meet Jamaican soil. Not asking me to arrive as anything other than myself. There is something here that loosens my grip without permission. The edges of my daily world soften, not through effort, not through understanding. I don't have to decide what needs unpacking first. The body seems to know. And somehow, all at once, things begin to fall away. The noise, the urgency, the extra weight I've mistaken for necessity. What remains feels closer to myself, or perhaps closer to who I am when I stop holding so much. Welcome to Negril.
Alright, boss lady, here we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, no worries, man. Alright.
You guys are so nice.
Yeah, man. Alright, in case you need a drink, you could just wave your hand and then I'll let the bartender come down and you know what? Yeah,
A little relaxing.
yeah, man.
Thank you. They don't want us doing too much. You've made friends. So you're like, relax. You're here to relax. Not to be moving your own chairs and fussing your own dishes. But sometimes when you're on the island, you give yourself something to do, a little work, because there's not much to do. The mind just seems to want to be so there just yet. We're here right now. I think it is Thursday. No, it's Friday morning. Friday afternoon, probably. Early afternoon, I think. 12:03, just noon, so not so late. We've been here for, I think since Sunday. At least, yeah, Sunday morning we arrived because there was little zero traffic driving in from Jamaica to Negril. So Sunday. Then been doing much of this really. Getting some sun, listening to the sea, watching it rain, drinking coconut juice, water, what have you. That's pretty much it. I had a Jamaican breakfast this morning. I mean, they're all Jamaican influenced. Really enjoyed the pancakes from one of the chefs here. It's really good with breakfast, and the other is really good with dinner. So about the 4th or 5th day in, you learn what to order when, what time. I finally got jerk. After I think this may have been the 4th or 5th time, the way I speak about Jamaican is fair. I've been coming all my life, but it's a nice energy that it gives you. And after the 4th or 5th time, I stayed awake long enough to go get late night jerk chicken, and it was yummy. I'm interested in trying more spots, but it's like when you don't rush it, you give yourself, or yeah, you give yourself time to return. So next time. But even with that idea, the way of thinking, the way of thought, that you will return, you have to live in the now like it's your last. And I think that is harmony, the harmony that works best for us. Oops. I wish I could zoom in closer to that hole from here. But let's see. is the last full day and the second time picking up the camera, if that's okay. We're touching it. And I'm sure our creative minds will bless it when editing shy comes into the building. But yesterday was a day much like today, sitting in the sun, basking in the sun, reading books, just a few pages, and lots of coffee, lots of jams, musical jams, and food jams, lots of food. Just hanging out, listening to that sound. That's what Jamaica is for. Oh. Lots of sunshine. It's a chill out. Lots of gathering thoughts, ideas, concepts, plans, but without as much structure, which is really nice. You take these practices back to your daily practice, and at one point you can combine them all together if you're lucky enough. Lots of this espresso coffee, Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee, which we will be taking back home. Probably will get some at the airport if I don't find any today. And I've been stopping for ice cream. Lots of ice cream, grape nut. That is a thing here, and it is a thing in my belly. Such a shy banana. And throttling the book. Nothing so quick to get out of words, rushing. Less fear. More being, more action, more doing. Loosening the 11s, relaxing the 11s, all natural. The jaws there, doing their thing. The traps, they're doing their thing. The core is doing its thing. The pelvis is becoming. The tendons and the feet are doing their thing. What an awakening. It's much longer than you think, but the beginning is still very exciting and powerful. But who can really say what the beginning is? Whatever you remember, it's redirected you to alignment. It's part of the experience. Smooth. 10 out of 10. Such action-packed sounds. Let's have some agua. Here, please. Check her phone. I'll go first.
Simplicity is my favorite form of luxury. Not because it is plain, because it feels expansive. Like warm air moving through open windows. Like salt drying on the skin. Like realizing you have nowhere to be for the next few hours except exactly where you are. Luxury is often equated with excess, more plans, more options, more things to carry. Now I find myself drawn towards something quieter. A morning coffee with nowhere to rush off to. The sound of water before conversation. A swimsuit drying in the sun. A book that spends more time in my lap than in my hands. Luxury, for me, has become access. Access to ease, access to softness, access to my own attention. It looks like sunshine and water, bare feet, fruit that tastes sweeter because it grew nearby, clothes that move with the breeze. the kind of days that unfold instead of demanding to be managed. Travel reminds me of this version of myself, the version that remembers how little it is actually required to feel whole. Simplicity doesn't make the hard work disappear. Life still arrives. Responsibilities still exist. The mind still wanders toward worry and planning and what comes next. But something changes when the hard work has somewhere softer to land, a balcony, a shoreline, a slow breakfast, a walk with no destination other than movement itself. The work remains. The body just doesn't carry it alone. There is something about the ocean that redistributes weight. The horizon stretches the mind back out after it has spent too long folded inward. The breeze reminds the body that it can unclench, even briefly. Especially briefly. I've noticed that when I travel, I become less interested in controlling the day. I stop negotiating with reality so much. The rain arrives, the sun leaves, plans change, lunch takes longer than expected, and somehow, life continues to be beautiful anyway. Perhaps that is part of simplicity too, allowing life to remain alive. Simplicity feels like harmony. That is a luxury I find myself returning to. Until next small devotion. Bizarre Kitty.